da 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 da. Welcome to Off Topic.
We are immediately. I haven't even gotten the welcome out yet.
Welcome, everyone. We're going to talk about ADHD fatigue. And obviously, we're both experiencing some of it
Yeah,
right now because.
guys, I'm readjusting to my meds, so I haven't been feeling too great. So we're gonna try to get through this.
And I had a kick ass productive day, and
And now you're tired.
I'm coming down from that. So I'm like,
I socialized for like 2 hours, and now I'm so.
So we're going to talk about ADHD. ADHD. Did I say that right? ADHD.
Yes.
Yes. Fatigue. I don't even know if I'm spelling it right, and it's only 4 letters. Um, and people think because ADHD, you're hyper, and so you shouldn't get tired. Especially when you're a little kid and they're like, "Da, da, 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 da," and you say they never get tired, but especially people with inattentive. I can't speak tonight. So it's not just about being tired. It is just mental exhaustion. And I tried to explain this to my husband the other day. Oh, when we left Luna's appointment, and they're like, I'm hitting a wall. And I said, and this is what we call mental exhaustion. And it's because we had to focus, we had to interact, we had to answer a lot of questions, do a lot of executive functioning, some of them at the same time. And
And there's a
so,
lot of like, I know what exhausts me the most is like, I mentally prepare a bunch of stuff in my head, and then I'll go out into the real world, and stuff happens that isn't what I planned
yes,
in my
Mandy.
head. Yes,
Yes, Mandy,
Mandy,
your brain just stops working, which is kind of happening. But you feel it through your entire body. Like, seriously, when you say, I hit a wall, it feels like you hit a wall.
Yeah.
And just the act of like, like
Crawling.
crawling, lifting, just, and the worst thing is when you hit that wall, like a lot of this is like when it's late at night or whatever. I shouldn't say late at night, but like dad comes in and he starts asking me all these questions.
Oh my god.
And I
That's
can't
why
answer them because I
can't. I need no one to like speak to me or ask me a bunch of questions the second I get home from school, because I'm like, I go to school high energy, and then I'm like drained because I have to like put all of myself into going to school and socializing with people who I don't usually socialize with. Um and then I get home and I'm like, man, I don't even know how I got home. I'm just here. And then I'm suddenly being asked all these questions. How was school? What'd you do? What'd you learn? I don't know.
like we should have an ADHD buffer. Like,
that's why I sit in my car. Dad used to come out to my car, and
why are you
I
sitting
was
in your
like,
car?
I would sit in my car because I wasn't ready to come in and like answer all these questions, and then he'd come out to my car. Like, do you need help? No.
Yeah, see,
I love him. Thank you for helping me, but
yes, but like in the
but also
morning,
don't.
I've usually been up for like an hour or so before. Well, not you, but uh,
I've been waking up.
Luna
I've
comes
been
up.
going to bed pretty at like a normal time.
And I have to bite my tongue because your sibling will come down and I will have a million. I've had time to have a million questions and things I want to ask and whatever. And I have to be like,
you have the whole day scheduled out.
and I have to say, good morning. Sometimes I ask,
I just don't even
how do you
say
sleep?
anything.
But, oh, well, here's the thing. As your mom, I get pretty good at reading the nonverbal cues of my children. So when they give off the energy of,
There's an aura.
an aura of like, back up. So yeah. But I don't think people realize that when you have neurodivergency,
They're tweaking out.
the fact that many tasks that neurotypical people just do are tasks that need to be.
Zane loves school. I also love school. I just get drained from it. So like my thing is like I love my school, and like I love going, and I love like my classmates and my teachers and stuff. But there's definitely a front I put up when I go to
Well, yeah, there's the
school.
masking, which is exhausting.
Um, because I need to focus, even though it's something I enjoy, I still need to kind of be present, and being present is very hard for me. Um, so it does exhaust me. Um, I think just being out in the world where everything is loud and
Well,
there's a lot of stimulation coming in, that's what drains me. It's less so the school.
I also think
I definitely like school more now, though. I
w-
used to hate it.
it takes us more to function. And then we also always feel like we're going to be called lazy or whatever. So we're always
I
pushing ourselves a little bit more. Um, but the fact is that I was reading the other day, it's like
also
a
no one talks
neurotypical,
out. No one
I'm
goes.
trying to finish my sentence. Yeah. Also, people interrupt you, so you lose your train of thought. Neurotypical people can be like, "Oh, I have to do this, and this is the end result." And then they go, "Okay, and then I have to do this, this, and this to get to the end result." And ADHD people say, "I need to do this. I kind of know what the end result is, but I don't know how to walk backwards to." That's why sometimes you guys, I say, think of where you last were, and you're like, "I can't."
No,
And
because you're like
I can do that.
you're like where? Well, where'd you last have it?
If I
Girl,
knew that, it wouldn't be lost.
if I knew that, I would be looking there right now. But the problem is I forget. I I love y'all and your sign
Oh,
behind you. Yeah, Duncan's.
my neighbor gave me that. When we moved before we moved out here because they did like this. I don't know what it was called, but
I Your birthday party?
no, but
It was
remember Sarah went to that like zip trip, I think it was called. It was like one of the
I
local news stations
dude, I don't even
go to a certain
remember what I
town,
did today, so like
a town
you
each,
asking
and it
me
was
what
in,
happened.
I think it was in Milford or something. It was close by, and Duncan's was sponsoring it, so they went and they grabbed a bunch of sign and they gave me that before I left. Um,
I don't even remember that. Anyway,
um,
what was I saying?
hmm.
What were we just talking about?
Can someone remind us?
Do you guys know? Because I don't. I was
I was
talking
talking
about.
about. Oh, we can't find things. We can't,
Oh yeah.
because
So
I can do it. I can look
no,
and be like,
my problem
okay.
is I do stuff, but I like am not here. So like I'll be doing stuff and then I lose something and I'm like I that's like you with your teacup where you put it down and you're just like you leave.
And I can't remember. But then I have to go and I go through and I try to trace my steps and I
But
try
see,
to
I
be
don't
like,
remember what I've done or
I
where
keep,
I've
okay,
been.
I
So
think,
like
and then if I can't find it, then I just start looking in the most unusual places. Even if I
under
open,
the bed,
I open
in the
closet doors.
microwave.
I just look all over because
Zane loves his ADHD. I love my ADHD too, but like I also don't. I have a love-hate relationship with it.
yeah, because I don't know. I guess
I
because
just choked.
I think that life would be easier in some aspects, but I also think that it would be boring.
It would be so boring. Like,
And
okay,
boring is exhausting. If like something's not happening and you're bored, it just
my friends and I were talking about
drains you.
medicine the other day, and I was saying how I don't like to take my medicine during the summer because I don't have a routine that I need to stick to, and I get bored, and then I can't entertain myself when I'm on my meds because I'm just kind of sitting there like I have something to do, and I don't. So like,
I can totally give you stuff to do.
no, but I kind of like how creative I feel when I don't have my meds, but I also don't like how I feel when I don't have my meds. It's like a weird thing. I don't know. It's hard.
Um,
Life is hard.
yes, I think creativity is stronger without meds. But I also think
I just
I don't
feel
think your creativity will just go away. It's just
no, I think what it
sometimes
is
you
I'm
need the
not used to my brain being that quiet.
quiet. Yeah.
So when it's quiet, I get I get like overstimulated by how quiet it. Like it's weird. It's like I get
Oh, and
stressed out because I'm like, why is there no thoughts in my head?
do you know that some people don't always have
Yes,
thoughts?
I know.
They're not always
Guys,
having a
if
constant
you
dialogue in their head.
guys,
Like
if you don't have thoughts in your head all the time, like what does it sound like? Is it just quiet? Like what is that like?
can
Cuz like
you
even
just
on my meds it's not completely quiet. You know what I mean? But also, I think I hear voices in my head. So like, I think I think there's something else going
I
on.
think we need to talk to somebody about
I
that.
am. I'm talking to Miles about it. Don't worry.
Okay. Um, you hear voices, but
An ADHD bag. What is that?
what's an ADHD?
Wait, what is an ADHD bag? You have to tell us that. Because like,
Is this
if
something
is
new?
that going to be like a life-changing thing for
It could
me?
be. It could be.
Please tell us that. And also
Yes.
tell me what Zane has in his, if that's
Yeah.
not personal. I don't know what
Yeah.
an ADHD bag is yet.
Whatever it is, Coda would have a dinosaur in it.
I
Most likely.
one person left because I was yapping my brains out.
No, it may be the fact that they had something to do or their signal wasn't very strong.
Oh, they came back.
See?
Hi.
I told you. That's what the problem is. So we're waiting for Emily to discuss what an ADHD
No,
bag
we can
is.
keep going. We haven't even covered the first.
We didn't even the first.
Guys, we're gonna be quick because we're tired.
Yes, we did. See, ADHD brains can be hyperactive mentally but physically drained.
I think these are only made for ADHD people who can actually sit through us talking like this and me speak.
Oh, if you don't have ADHD, I'm sure you probably left by now.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. I talk really fast. I'm trying not to do that as much, but like I can't help it. My thoughts move as fast as my mouth does sometimes.
Look, stimulants can
We're
cause.
skipping over
Oh.
the entire second point that we have written down.
Yeah, because I was really interested in the science, so I was asking about it. And
Oh yeah,
I mean,
we actually have like nice notes.
yeah. Anyways, but we know that ADHD is a dopamine deficiency. Like I think most people know it, and dopamine is that feel good thing that helps you with energy and motivation. We also have trouble falling asleep. We don't have a really great sleep cycle, so sometimes, like, there's been a couple of times.
Comfort items like Squishmallows and headphones. I should start bringing. I have been so tempted every day to bring my little IKEA alien plushie everywhere I go, but I feel like that's weird and not socially acceptable for a
cares?
20-year-old to bring a
Who cares?
alien plushie everywhere. But I have needed to start taking my headphones more places because I
Yes.
realize that it really does.
You guys used
make
to be
me feel-
really, really good at that.
I used
I would
to.
say Luna just has them in all the time, so
No,
we never.
Luna has them in all the time, but I'm like really bad at like remembering to bring them, especially to school, because like I can't have them in during school, so it's like
And you have no idea where your loops are, right?
no.
Right.
They can't make those things for people who lose things easily.
No, but they have. They come now with a string.
Yeah, but I'll lose the string. I'll lose the string.
Okay. Anyways, so we struggle
That's
falling
a good
asleep.
thing.
We struggle falling asleep, staying asleep, being restless during sleep. We also have what's called
Sorry.
why can't I remember it? Reverse sleep procrastination,
What is
whatever.
that?
Like
Is that when I get like
when
really
you
hyper and start
when you
reorganizing my room?
when you get really hyper late at night, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, you rearrange your room,
That's why my bookshelf is color coded.
or you start like painting your walls or whatever,
I wish.
and you stay up later because you're ticked off that you didn't get things done during the day. So you stay up later, and sometimes you think you can get the stuff done, and sometimes you can, but sometimes you don't. And I was at
I feel like this is a mess.
I was having dinner, and Coda's like, "What is that weird look you're making?" Because again, I'm having a conversation. I'm actually having this whole live in my head.
You were sitting there going like, and I was like,
because I was doing the live in my head, and I was just like, yeah, because what did I say to you?
you said,
Oh, sometimes you have really big energy bursts, and other days you have like you can't even function, right? But every day you wake up, it's like roulette. You don't know which day it's going to be. You don't know if you're going to be totally on, or you're totally not going to be able to move all day. Now I saw this thing. New research suggests higher inflammation levels in neurodivergent individuals may contribute to chronic fatigue. Are you inflamed?
What? Excuse you. Wait, what?
I haven't.
Where are you reading that?
Right here.
Inflammation.
Yeah. Well, I have an inflammation.
I'm so sorry for everyone who's watching this.
Stick around to the end and we'll do a recap.
We should.
Yeah.
We're really bad at staying on track.
We went through some of these. Why
Yeah,
don't we
it's
talk
just
about
it's all over the place. And guys, if you're neurotypical, this is what our brain feels like all the time. Like,
this is like you're my brain and this is the conversation I'm having in my brain. Or
yeah,
vice versa.
yeah, it's actually kind of like I think you probably would stay more on track if I wasn't here, but like
Totally. I don't know if it would be as fun, but
it
I would
wouldn't
just be
be
like do 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 do.
because like
And I
my
wouldn't be
brain,
interrupted.
yeah, my brain jumps all over the place, and like I don't know how it's because it triggers memories in my brain that I don't remember, and it's
And
hard.
that's why people that have ADHD often will come if you tell a story, it'll trigger something in them and then they'll want to tell that story or they'll tell a story that has totally unrelated, but they've made all the steps down from story you told down to whatever story they're going to tell. So you could ask about the weather and all of a sudden you're down here with talking about manatees because because they went through these steps of weather. Oh yeah, it's really nice. It kind of reminds me of Florida when I was in Florida. Oh, and when I was in Florida, I saw manatees. What? And then boom, we're there.
Yeah.
Um.
Um,
So yeah,
maybe that's why we're always so tired. Is because our brains just never stop moving
they
and we're
never
just
stop, and they
tired.
never stop making connections, and that's part of ADHD, right? You can't filter out what's not important. So everything's important to you. So every thought that comes in, um, every noise, every you know thing you see, whatever your brain is
We love you
constantly.
guys too.
Don't do that. Dad doesn't like that. My husband hates this thing.
He hates the hand heart. Can you do this one? Yeah.
Um. So yeah. Yeah. What are we talking about? Thoughts
um,
in the head.
I was reading how this one says that boredom is exhausting and mentally
Yes,
unstable.
which is why
But
sitting for a long
also,
time, like when you were little, sitting for a
yeah,
long
that's why
time.
school was so draining, I think, is because I have to sit
Yeah,
for a long period of time.
because
But
it's a task you have to
also,
function on to make sure that you're not.
while being understimulated is really draining, being overstimulated is also really draining. Which is why I think chores are so hard for me, is because they're either really boring and I don't want to do them, or they're too overstimulating, so I'm just tired all the time and I can't bring myself to do it.
I
Like,
just think chores suck.
they do suck, but like, most people are like, oh, this sucks, but I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah,
But
see,
like,
that's the difference. They'll say this sucks, but then they can go do it. Or
but
I have
like,
to clean
I'm
the
like,
kitchen, and they don't look at it going, "No,
but
there's
I'm
no
like, if
way."
I start cleaning the bathroom, I will get instantly overwhelmed and start feeling like I'm gonna die, and I can't do anything but sit on the floor.
Or Coda will say, "I'm going
But
to
then I go
clean."
up to do the laundry and it's too understimulating, so I just sit on the floor and watch YouTube instead of actually putting the laundry in the.
Which is,
It's so bad.
which is
I
why
eventually do it, but like,
eventually Dad does it.
no, I'm pretty good at my
Yeah.
laundry.
Um. Yeah, or Coda will be like, "I'm gonna go clean my room," and I go downstairs, and
I
everything is taken off the shelves, and there's this big pile, and they're just sitting in the middle, going. And I'm like, this was not even what I was thinking. I thought you'd go clean your room, meaning you'd pick up your dirty laundry, maybe
No,
throw
because then
away
I
the
go on
trash,
side
not
quests.
rearrange
I
your
go on side
entire.
quests. I go on side quests. I'm sorry, I can't stop rocking. I'm sorry, I can't stop rocking.
Yeah, the worst thing is if you see something and then like, oh, I'm gonna put groceries away, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, the pantry's a mess. Oh, and then
No,
I
but
start
like,
pulling everything out of the pantry.
no,
And
because like what I do is I go to clean my room, but then I get excited because it's like finding new things for the first time again.
that's like when you were little, you'd be like, go clean your room, and all of a sudden you'd find this toy that you've never, haven't seen in a month, and you're like, oh, new toy.
Everything is like new when you forget it exists. So it's like really exciting. But but my other problem is I'm like, okay, this is how I'm gonna clean my room, and I always get too ambitious with it where I'm like, I can organize and clean my room at the same time, but they're two separate things, so I can't do them at the same time. So I just get really tired after taking everything out. He's starting to realize how to cope with his ADHD. That's great.
Great. I'm 57 and I'm still trying to figure that out.
I'm clearly doing great with mine, where I'm just sitting here yapping my brains out and spazzing out everywhere. It's because I haven't had enough social interaction this week, I think.
Yeah, you haven't seen a lot of people.
I know.
So that's the thing. Like, I couldn't be home just by myself when the kids were actually in school.
Dude,
And
when
so
you guys were out yesterday, I was just talking to myself.
I used to go to Target and talk to people.
I'm like ripping
Try to
all of the
tell,
strings
you
out my
know,
hood. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you.
go places where there's people and just strike up a conversation with them.
Yeah, but then I
because
get really tired after I do that. So it's like,
I get re-energized.
do you?
Mhm.
See, like my thing is like I have specific people that re-energize me, and then I also have people that drain me, which is like everybody, but these select few people.
Do you think that's
Like
the autistic side, or
I think that might be the autistic side, like the cues of overstimulation when you need space and stuff. I am pretty good at being like, "Ooh, get away from me! I'm going to blow up." Um,
you also have your aura?
Oh yeah, I have like a really menacing evil aura to me when I'm like overstimulated and don't want to be talked to. So like um I'm also kind of just like mean. Like I think I'm a little bit mean sometimes. Um when I don't like somebody and they're trying to talk to me. I'm really nasty.
Really?
I like try to ignore them.
You're not like me because you talk mean to me.
No, I'm just mean to you.
I'm just mean to you in general.
No,
Not
but it's like when sometimes there's these people specifically at school that overstimulate me really quickly, and so I'm like not trying to be mean, but like I just don't want to be spoken to, especially because it's early and I just drove, which is already overstimulating enough because you have to
your
like
class doesn't start till 1.
no, I'm talking about my morning class.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And
I
then
wouldn't
there's
want
these
anybody talking
people
to me
who
either.
try to talk to me and I'm like, please don't. Um but also there's some people who are a little too touchy with people they don't know and it bothers me. And that's the autism, I think. Because touch can be very overstimulating if I don't know you as a person and you're like touching up on me. Like, stop it. I don't understand
I
that.
was just gonna say, I don't think I touch strangers. I don't know.
I'm sorry, we're so off topic, but like I feel like
No, because we're talking.
we're
No,
talking
we're
to the people.
kind of talking.
We're talking about what is being said, so like it
Okay.
counts, I guess. Um, but oh no. So what I'm saying is like if I don't want to be talked to, I have my headphones on, and I'm like locked in. This is at school, by the way. Like if I'm locked in with my headphones on, I feel like that's like isn't that like a pretty universal non-verbal cue that
Yeah,
I don't
like
want to be
don't
spoken
talk to me.
Because then why do people still try to talk to me?
The problem is that everybody seems to wear earbuds or have one in. People are always talking on, so it's like people are having conversations, and I'm trying to figure out if they're talking to me or somebody on the phone.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, like it's almost so many people just continually wear headphones that I don't know if it's just a universal sign. Like now everybody just doesn't want to talk to people, maybe.
No, I don't know. It's just like usually if it's at school and you're like not looking at the person, you don't like I've acknowledged that this person has come into the room, but I don't want to talk to them, so I'm pretending I don't see them. I don't know. It's a little mean, but like
Or you
whatever.
see somebody in the store and you don't want to talk to them, so you run down a different aisle.
It's harder when you're in a classroom.
It's true.
But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, no, some people drain me, but like the people I saw today don't drain me. Like I felt better after talking to them.
They drain me.
I know.
They come and eat all my food.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know if that was interesting to anybody, but
Oh, so we also are predisposed for other conditions.
I have many.
Or higher risk for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, autoimmune disorder. I got one of those. And
Why do you get so excited?
I don't know.
That's not something you
I'm part of the list. Which can worsen fatigue, obviously. So
I have my leg issues that I don't know what's going on with those.
You have so many.
I have so many issues, mental and
every
physical.
day I have to decide. I don't have to decide anything. Every day I expect a new
New issue
issue.
from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a problem causer.
So yeah, so
I'm a troublemaker.
it is not boring. Um,
No,
okay,
my life is like special. I
so
go on little side quests all the time.
here's some bullshit advice that they all tell you.
When he has his on, he says, "What? I can't hear you." We don't talk to him when they're on. Yeah,
Yeah, just make sure that
I'm
he doesn't
usually
keep
pretty
them
good.
on.
If I'm just listening to music, it's fine. But like, if I'm sitting in a dark room with my headphones on under a blanket, kind of like cocooned, it means I don't want to be any. No, that one's just he
Okay,
just
well, it
stays
looked
up.
like
I
a
don't know.
unicorn, and I just was bothering me from looking at it. Okay, so as I said, you're gonna hear a lot of
Why does he
these
choose now to like start doing the dishes and stuff?
because I don't know. So things that help you manage this fatigue, and I say it's like BS, but it's not BS because it really does work. But it's just you're telling an ADHD person to do something, and they're just not gonna do it. So like
Sorry, I was gonna say something, but I don't want to get us off topic. But like, it's kind of on topic.
what?
It's like when the more people tell me to do something, the less I want to do it. Like, if you tell me once, okay, like I'll go do it. But if you come down while I'm like about to start doing it and you start telling me again how much I need to do it, I'm not gonna want to do it. And that's why I don't watch shows that people tell me to watch, because the more and more they keep pressuring me into watching it makes me want to watch it less and less and less every time they talk about it. And it's so
Dad and I have
annoying.
started 3 different series on Netflix because people told us to watch it, and we have not gotten past 2
It's no,
episodes
it's like
because we're like, "Why do people want to watch this? I don't know, understand."
no, like my thing is like I could really want to watch this show and then somebody keeps telling me to watch it and then I don't want to watch it anymore. Like, do you know how many times I've been told to watch Invincible to the point where I'm never going to watch Invincible anymore?
Is it?
It's some like weird show. It's
Oh,
some like ex Marvel show or whatever. I don't know.
oh,
But people keep telling me to watch it and it's the same exact person every time and now I just don't want to watch it anymore and it kind of sucks cuz I did want to watch it.
yeah, yeah, we hear, "This show's good," and then we try to watch it, and we're like,
Which is like that's fine. It's just like I feel pressured into watching something and then I just don't want to do it. He
"Yeah,
cocoons and watches TV. That's what I've been doing all week,
yeah."
pretty much.
So managing it, energy budgeting, which basically you like
That's like why I make
you
my bed
use when you're the
as
most
the last
focused
step.
is doing the highest priority task. Um, even though we say we can't really um tell when our when we're going to be able to do a lot of stuff or not do anything. Um, if you kept track, you could probably see where your peaks are. Like there's 4 or 5 peaks during the day, where you really get motivated or you can start to do something. So that's kind of like trying to predict when those cycles are, like how much time do you need to wake up and how much time do you, once you've woken up and done that, like, is this I know like about 8 o'clock, I can start like really functioning and doing things.
Really,
Um,
it's been
but
taking
not,
me till like 9 to actually get
but
myself
sometimes
to
I get
bed.
up and I'm like, oh, and I come to my computer and all of a sudden I'm like, "Du-du-du-du-du-du," and it's 6 in the morning. So I don't know. Um, Sleep hygiene can make a consistent bedtime routine and avoid screens
I
before
will
sleep.
say, trying to fix my med schedule has been helping me so much sleep schedule wise because I'm taking my night meds earlier and sleeping like a normal amount. I sleep from like 10 to 7, which is a pretty good, well, maybe like 11 to 7, but like it's pretty good.
And a lot of us are forced to kind of create a sleep routine because, people work and they have, or
Yeah.
go to school and they have certain times they have to get up or whatever. And it stinks if you are trying to have, so like, yes, I want a consistent schedule. So I'm going to go to bed at 9 because I have to get up at 5, but I go to bed at 9 and I can't fall asleep until like midnight. And so like, it's hard. If you can do it, it's great because it does help. Like, um, with being able to be consistent. And like now I'm pretty much go to bed the same time and pretty much wake up the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Nutrition and hydration.
I've been really bad with that lately.
We need protein rich meals, but we love carbs because carbs give you a boost. And so we're drawn to that.
Hello.
And we're also drawn to quick things, to sugar, to all the stuff, which is type 2 diabetes. So trying to do that and stay hydrated regulates your energy, which I'm really bad at because I stay hydrated with caffeine.
That water bottle has been helping me a lot, though.
Mm.
We got new water bottles.
They're by Ninja.
They're really great, especially because this sounds like a sponsorship. It's not. I just really like this water bottle because like I can put sparkling water in it.
Yeah, you can put bubbly stuff in it and it doesn't make it go flat. So that's cool. Movement and mindfulness. Now, my kids don't believe me that when you don't do stuff.
No, I do because I like
Okay, one
going.
of them doesn't believe me.
Okay, because I like going outside. That's why the other day I was like, "Can we go for a walk to the creek?" Because it's like I felt like I was like I'm getting
I'm telling you,
just so good. I need to like
exercise is my
even
sanity.
if you don't exercise, you can just go outside and it feels
Well,
so much
yeah,
better.
and to me, I have to. It helps me. Well, as I get older, it's not as important as when I was younger, and I had to really like break a sweat and get my heart rate up.
Someone gave us a heart.
But
Thank you.
yay. But I'm telling you, it really does wonders to get your body moving. If you feel tired and you're like, I can't, if you get your body moving, sometimes it will help you re-energize. Mindfulness, and that doesn't have to be just, like, just even like you said, just going outside and just like
I love being outside.
being present and seeing the things that are there and listening to the birds and feeling the wind and all that kind of stuff. That's mindfulness, being present. So it's not like you have to go and meditate every single day, but having time where you bring yourself back to the present and you noticed exactly in that moment what is happening and you really pay attention to it. That really helps as well.
Yeah.
That's all.
Did we even help at all? Any questions?
I think we just made ourselves fatigued. And we probably fatigued the whole entire people that are watching.
Yeah. If you could get through this, congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
We'll give you a certificate of completion.
If you have questions, say them now. Because we have some time so we can answer questions. Or just talk.
Also, if you're seeing this at a later time and you ask questions, we will get those and we can respond.
Yeah.
If you don't, whatever. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. Questions?
I was gonna say.
Leaving?
Oh, if you have anything you want us to talk about.
Oh, topics.
Yeah, like topics. We have a list of them that we're doing, but if you have any more, tell us. Oh, someone gave us a thumbs up. Thank you. That's so fun to see.
Yes, I love that. Yes, we'll take topics. We'll take whatever.
Basically, having ADHD is exhausting. That's basically the recap.
And then talking about ADHD is exhausting.
Yeah, TLDR, our brains move too fast and everything is a lot all the time, and so we're tired.
What's TLDR?
Too long didn't read.
I know I knew it, but I couldn't remember it.
People using emails all the time.
I can't stand that, which is why I try to like continually, if I'm like offering, my course or something, I hate having to scroll through people telling me why and testimony, all of this. And every business coach or whatever.
Sometimes I'm like a big dumb baby and I need people to dumb it down into something I understand instead of all this like corporate jargon. So I just need them to like give me a rundown at like the base level.
If you have watched my masterclass and then gone to the sales page after, like you can look at the sales page and there's a point where it says if you have ADHD, you can stop here because the rest
I
is
think
all just
everything
like,
needs to have that.
yeah, like here's the condensed version.
Zane said he wanted to tell you he made it to fifth. That's awesome, dude! Congrats.
He made it to 5th grade.
That's so great.
We should probably read the comments so that if somebody's watching it
I've been
and
trying to read them out loud.
they don't know why we're just randomly
Clapping.
clapping and
No, I said it out loud. Coda Zane said he wanted to tell you that he made it to 5th grade. That's what we were clapping at. In case I didn't say it for some reason, I made that up in my brain. That's awesome.
Mhm.
I made it to like
adulthood.
14th grade. I don't know. I made it pretty far. 14th grade?
Is that it?
I don't
You
know.
made it
How
to
long have I
college.
been in college? I don't even
It
remember.
seems like forever, but I think it's only been 2 years.
Yeah.
2023.
Well,
Let's not do
yeah.
math. Let's not do
No,
math.
my brain's not gonna let me do math, but that's okay.
All right.
That's awesome.
We did pretty good. We rambled for only a half an hour.
Yeah.
Normally we ramble for an hour and you have to pick out everything.
Yeah. I
Okay,
hope this was
ADHD fatigue is
coherent.
real.
Yeah. It's not laziness.
It's not laziness.
Go outside.
Be present, get exercise.
Also, don't beat yourself up if things are hard.
If you have a day where things are really hard, I'm getting better at not shaming myself.
I'm so bad at it.
And being like, you're lazy, you know, you should be doing this. Because if you look at it, I probably did like 4 days work today, you know, then I've done, you know, week's worth of work today than I've done in the past week. So
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but yeah. So anyways, don't shame yourself for being fatigued. It is
Emily
real.
says she's proud of us. We're proud
Thank
of
you.
you too.
Yeah. Anybody with ADHD that shows up every day and gets through the day without punching someone in the throat or ending up in a ball crying, I consider that a
Even
win.
if you do end up in a
Well,
ball
actually,
crying.
so the throat punching, not so good because assault. But if you make it through the day and you come home and you cry and eat a whole bag of chips, then you know what? You made it through the day.
Yeah. It's okay
Okay.
to cry. I cry like every day.
Coda, yes. I just have to be like, Coda, just cry. Just
Usually my
cry.
head hurts if I don't cry, so.
I wish I could cry more.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice release, but sometimes it's annoying. See, now we're just like rambling.
Yeah, we are. Okay, let's just stop.
We should stop because then you're gonna have to pick through this more.
I don't care about that anymore. I just cut off.
Yeah.
And just throw it up there. So, hey, we love you. We love you, nerd divergent brain.
And if you're neurotypical and somehow made it through this, I'm really proud of
I'm
you.
really proud of you. Yes. It's not like we hate neurotypical people.
No, I love them. I wish more of them would be my friends. I would love to know their brain
because
more.
they can't handle it. It's just
They
too
can't,
exhausting.
no.
So, but if you're a neurotypical that has a lot of stamina and can keep up with this, we welcome you. So, anyways,
the last semester, A's and B's, sick. I thought I was gonna finish with an A and with A's and a B, but I got all A's this semester, so I'm like really proud of myself because
you did awesome.
That class was hard.
They were really tough classes. So, so congratulations. I hope Zane is proud of himself.
We're smart. We're super smart, Zane.
The thing is, we are really intelligent. We just seem ditzy because we
have joy and whimsy, and people don't understand it.
I love that. We have joy and whimsy.
I love having joy and whimsy. It makes life so much fun.
That's so great. Okay, so go out and have joy and whimsy, everyone. Yes. And we'll see you next time.